Hi everyone, this is Igor, the creative director over at Critical Forge, and today I'm going to be playing a good chunk of Act 2 to give you guys an idea of just what Forge of Blood offers. So to start, I've actually gone ahead and taken the first couple regions here in Act 2. We have characters at level 15, so we're fairly geared and we can take on some of the more interesting missions. To start, I want to show you the party management here. We have the first 5 characters that we've got. I'm running a magic and bow build for the most part, since I was lucky enough to get these characters that are of the Juvarian bloodline. The Juvarian bloodline has an additional affinity to magic, which makes them a little bit more effective with the Magorite stones. So as you can see here, Jason has been one of the characters that I picked up in Act 1, and right now I have him wielding 2 Magorite stones. If we look over at the spellcrafting sheet, we can see that he's got the Arcane Stone, which I have a spell that I call the Pull Carpet, which kind of works as a little catapult for either the enemies or myself, and a group teleport down here. As his second weapon, we have the basic Elodian Chill, which is HP damage and initiative damage, which slows down the enemy, takes a little bit of damage. Not much, but enough to hurt. And of course, you got a basic fireball. This one's pretty simple. Large area of effect, large damage. Hopefully, if we get a few more points, I can add some forceful in there and maybe some penetration. Right, so we'll just go ahead and do a quick battle to get to it. So as you can see here, I've got 2 regions. We can actually attack another region. I'm going to take Alkanim. When we start that, a dialogue will pop up. This is actually part of the quest. All right. I'm going to pretend like I don't know what's going on and choose something that I would just choose. Right, so as you can see here, at the end of each dialogue, there's a little bit of the personalities that we talked about. Rationalism, -2, and Laven's hedonism. So if you choose this, we'd get a -2 to the rationalism, and we'd move Laven's actual plot point but by +2 hedonism. So actually, let's go for, I don't want to do that. Let's do that. There we go. All right. Oh. Forgot about this event. This is a follow-up event from Act 1. Depending on our choices, certain events in Act 2 will trigger. So this is something that happened in Act 1, and now we're getting kind of the rewards for it. So, and I kind of skipped ahead there. You guys can pause it if you guys are really interested. There we go. I'll put it in normal speed so we can show this. So I had a lot of comments regarding the speed of the movement on the strategic arc. Now the point is, the speed is there so that there's a lot of events when you have everything at triple speed, they kind of stack up like that. And I completely forgot to turn it back on earlier. So this one, the dialogue events between you and your brother, this will happen a little bit throughout Act 2. They will move you or your brother towards one another. Remember, a lot of the narrative is driven by the interplay between you and your brother. At this stage in Act 2, your brother has taken the throne, and you're off doing the conquest, and he's off doing king stuff back in the castle. You'll figure that out later on. This seems like a nice thing to say, so we'll choose that. Right. So we're almost at Alkanim. The moment we get there, the town will start to search the region, and a claiming quest will spawn, and that's how we'll take the region. Oh, and another one of the events are happening. So this one is, okay. This would be the start of the Rebel arc if you choose the right decisions. I am going to choose randomly and pretend like I don't know what's going on because I completely did not write this. Wink, wink. Sure, let's do that. Feel free to read this if you guys are interested. For the sake of this playthrough, to keep it short, I'm just gonna try to skip ahead. Oh, there we go. Let's have her executed, because why not? I mean, who comes into a castle, you know, just asking for an alliance. That just doesn't happen. We're gonna kill her. Hopefully that doesn't have any negative repercussions. You never know. All right, so there we go. Oh, this is actually a timed event. So certain quests in the world will have these countdowns. Those quests will only last for a certain time. Voltron pass. So we're gonna go through here, press for their meat. Oh, this would be us fighting some Gurhogs. Okay, this should be an interesting fight, actually. Not sure if I'm good. Actually, pause that for a second. I'm gonna make sure that we have everything we need. Everyone's leveled. All the weapons. Do we have anything better to put on? Actually, this would be a good place to talk about the party inventory. So these are weapons that we picked up in battle. Some of these, actually, some of these might be better than what I have. They're not okay. That won't change. All the ability trees are here. See if we have any spare points that we should spend. So far, everyone's good. So as you can see, we actually have 10 skill trees here for you guys to explore. It's the 9 different weapons plus the Magorite. The Magorite has its own ability trees, and we count it as part of the weapon list because it is something that only levels up as you go into battle. We also have the general ability list here, and so far I've built these 2 characters in the bottom for attacks of opportunity. So we've got points into that. And improved initiative, so we have a little bit of range damage and some accuracy going. Arcus is different. We went straight into the improved initiative and a little bit of mobility, and we're only starting into the attacks of opportunity now. But we actually have an available point, so let's go for... Yeah, we're going to go for additional mobility here, some jump, so we can take a higher ground. Because right now I'm having him run with a great axe and a short bow. Right. Gotta make sure all of these points are spent. Oh, actually, we have more points to spend here. Perfect. Let's go for accuracy is always good with a bow. This one's spent. This is spent. Okay, all good. Abilities. We have some extra ones here. See if we can make it a little bit better. One of the things we do try to do for the game is we allow respec at any time on the strategic layer. So for this character, I think a little bit of accuracy into the hit would be nice, since we don't really need that. Although the critical damage is nice, so I'm gonna just keep that for now. Here, let's see where we can spend more. Yeah, actually I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, so here we go. Go there. Right, so herded group Gurhogs killing things. We have to stop them. Pretty easy. Hopefully. Right. All right, so this is the tactical map. I'm sure most of the videos do feature this one. Wait, there's just one? This should be pretty easy. Oh, never mind, there's 3 of them somewhere. All right, so let's get into range. If you guys zoom out, we can take a look. So, as you can see, things show up on here if they're in target. So once we move to here, the Gurhog should light up. Using a standard action or an attack will... Ooh, that barely does any damage, but let's give it a shot. There we go. It does Magorite control because the bow has some Magorite control damage. Not that it matters because we're fighting animals. So that's a waste. That's okay. All right, so these guys, let's move them into range as well. Okay. Pretty happy I went with a range build, though we're gonna have to spend a lot of time running, I think. Make sure this is targeted, and okay, not bad. Cool, all right. Oh, right. We have tax opportunity, that's why he got shot. And there's the other hog. And the other one. Now, I usually run this party with Jason being, I use him to teleport our units forward, but given that we're probably going to be avoiding these guys very, very quickly, I'm probably going to use him to teleport these guys back a little bit. So let's see if this works. Group teleport should should just barely cover both of those guys. Cool. And let's move them back. Ooh, I wonder if we can move them back further. No, we can't. That's not gonna work. Let's give it a shot. Okay, that actually just made them closer. That was a bad idea. All right, we're gonna run now. Right, so I'm gonna use a quick action to move here, swap out to our Spirit Stone, and hopefully be in enough range to deal some damage here. Perfect, okay, that would be good. That should cut him down. We might not be in range for that if we swap out for now, so I'm just gonna have him close the distance. The Great Axe would be good if they get into melee range, and maybe we can kind of get a few hits. So for now, increase initiative, strength, that's always good. Cool. These guys are gonna close the distance. This one increases bleed and accuracy for damage, that's okay. We should be able to, if you don't kill them, the bleed should get this guy in the next turn. Gonna end the turn with this adding initiative and removing damage. I guess I should talk about that a little bit. So this quick action ability gives us initiative, but takes off a little bit of damage. So I make sure to use the attack first and then use the quick action later on, so I don't get the damage penalty. Now they should bleed, and they should get the attack of opportunity and die. Right. Cool. So we did build that right. Nice. All right, let's see if we can try to knock one of these guys further back and focus fire one. The bulk carpet might work out here. So the way pull works is it pulls towards the center target. So we have additional length on our spell here, and the spell target being here means he'll pull the Gurhog back. I think this could work. Or maybe this just, here we go. Okay, that would be a no. Let's find out what happened there. The Gurhog resisted the pull, yes, because it's a fat elephant-like creature. All right, well, we have time to spare. This is a heal, no one's hurt yet, so we don't really need that, but why not? Now the reason I'm casting it just right now is so that we actually have persistence on the heal, so we can just walk around and trigger the heal like this, and also so at the next turn we can actually cast the damage spell again, because the way the Magorite spell works is you're casting the drain and then having to alternate to the expel and back to the drain over and over again. At a neutral charge you can cast either way, that's when the round starts, but once you have cast one way or the other, you do have to cast it back to cast another spell. That might be a little bit confusing, but I promise it's actually really, really simple once you get into it. So I don't want to swap out. I'm just gonna end my turn there. I'll walk here. All right. For this guy, actually, I do believe this one has fireball. That's fine. We'll use that later on. Close the distance. See if we can hit this guy. We do. 100%. Easy peasy. Very nice. And as always, we're going to end our turn by increasing our initiative for that one. Arcus is finally in range, I believe. So let's swap him out to his short bow. He doesn't do as much damage as the other guys, but damage is damage. Not bad. Let's move this guy forward. Oh, we can already hit him. Very nice. There we go. And we're triggering the attacks of opportunity because we have them. Very nice. Now, I do probably need to clarify that this is a pretty effective build. And speaking of effective builds, okay, good. Now that this Gurhog is pretty much on me, these creatures can pretty much one-hit kill any one of my characters. So if you right-click on a character, you'll see their min-max damage. And as you can see, my characters don't have that much health. So, yep, we're gonna go ahead and teleport this guy away. Nope, I don't want to teleport myself. There we go. All right, you're gonna go Go away. Thank you. Perfect. That worked out. All right, we're gonna take a step back into the heals. Actually, we're gonna swap to the fireball so we can maybe burn some of them later on. All right, now that it's Tavius' turn, we can cast this one. Now, as you can see, the spell there did 4 times the amount of damage. Now, that's because I have length and width on the spell, so it's casting at an area of effect, but also because the spells are placed on the tiles, and the Gerhog itself takes 4 tiles. Each one of those tiles is taking damage. That's a little bit of a cheat there, but it's in our favor, so I'm not complaining. We're going to take a step back and hide a little bit because we're cowards, and end our turn. Right. We could probably kill this guy. We don't need the bleed. We'll just shoot him down. Perfect. And do that. Swap. No, we're going to keep that there. This one, I'm going to fire off a shot. Do the initiative and swap out to the stone, which leaves us Arcus, who is not in range, but will be once we move there. And he does very little damage, but we can always push these creatures back if we need to. Okay, just one step, fire, job done. And the attacks of opportunity should trigger. And that's a quick win for us. There we go. Very nice. Creatures don't drop gold or anything, so that's something that's going to change. Although, here we go, some choices. He does on 4, 50 gold. Yes, the crown always protects. Alright, so we're going to cut it there. The thing is, when we have a game as complex as Forge of Blood, trying to make everything condensed into a 20-minute video just isn't possible. Right now I've recorded almost 40 minutes of footage, so we're going to go ahead and cut it here for now, and we'll pick it up with part 2 next time.